In part 3 of this 2-part series, we're going to continue to look at capturing Christianity's abject failure to provide any evidence whatsoever, actual evidence, for the existence of a god or gods. Let's just pick up where we left off.
So here's an analogy I want you to think about. Wouldn't it be kind of silly if I was making a video, 20 arguments against evolution, and started out by saying, well, there's just no evidence? Like, would anyone take me seriously, or would any serious person take me seriously? I doubt it.
Wow, that really is a good analogy, Cam. But the answer is yes. I would take you seriously. In fact, if you'll take a look around a bit here on YouTube, you'll see that many people in my community have taken people making such claims incredibly seriously. And guess what they did? They made videos. Sometimes they even wrote entire books giving all the actual evidence supporting the fact of evolution. And I'm not talking about mere candidate evidence like you've offered for God, Cam. These folks are not making mere philosophical arguments which may or may not suggest the role of natural selection in developmental biology, nor are they ignoring the counterintuitive nature of truth and our past failures in terms of using mere reason and intuition to acquire actual knowledge. I'm talking about actual scientific evidence, Cam. In fact, if you had made a video where you talked about evolution saying that there's just no evidence, I would have made my own video showing you the actual evidence supporting Darwin's theory of our origins by means of natural selection. That actual evidence, Cam, would have come from literally every branch of science dealing with the subject: biology, neurobiology, genetics, embryology, anatomy, comparative anatomy, biogeography, molecular biology, anthropology, geology, the fossil record, radiometric dating, paleontology, and on and on. Our understanding of evolutionary theory has given us all kinds of actionable knowledge, from insights into major diseases and their risks to both humans and animals, to medicine in general, to toxicology, more specifically to agriculture, population genetics, virology, genetic engineering, developmental biological research, right down to how we could possibly make a pigman, if that's what we ultimately decide to do as a species. And I hope it's not. When Hemet started off his video by saying,
"There's no evidence,"
he wasn't doing so because he was ignorant of all the various philosophical arguments you presented for God's existence, Cam, what you've called candidate evidence. Hemet said there's no evidence because, like me, he'd looked into it and found the absolute dearth of actual evidence all of us have found, yourself included, Cam. That's obviously why the honest person in you called those mere arguments what they are: candidate evidence at best, rather than actual evidence. They are mere speculation and conjecture. And because people like Hemet and me were able to look at things objectively, even when some of us were still very religious, we understood that these various philosophical arguments didn't meet the bar in terms of actual evidence, given how crappy humans are at intuiting genuine knowledge merely by reasoning. So, while I would have responded to your claim that there's no evidence for evolution by presenting actual evidence for evolution, this is exactly what you have not done, Cam, in showing us your candidate evidence for God's existence. You have given us no evidence whatsoever beyond mere philosophical speculation. You know why? Because
there's no evidence.
By the way, if you'd like to see the actual evidence for evolution, I suggest you check out the YouTube channel of my good buddy Aaron Ra. His videos are absolutely spectacular on every subject. There are also great books on the topic by Richard Dawkins, Professor Jerry Coyne, and a whole host of others. Now, we're not quite done. Cameron has saved his best argument for last. He thinks it's a good one. I think you'll enjoy my response. I know I'm going to enjoy making it. Until then, I'm me. Thanks for watching.